My name is Wendy Smith, and I'm married to Fred Smith. We're going on 44 years, and it was a divine appointment. Fred is a really godly man, a man of integrity, and he makes people feel seen and valued. Fred was a teacher, and he taught math in the public school he grew up in, and they had track. But the way they did track was the football player would come around the night before and he'd say, "Anybody want to run tomorrow?" So he asked if he could take over the track program, and they didn't have a track. He looked for businessmen in the area that could help him. One graded the track, another one laid the asphalt. Fred did the math, calculated the markings and the lines and painted them, got secondhand hurdles and javelins and whatever equipment he used, and started a track team, and that year they won state. So he has poured his life into people, into kids. In 2017, he was diagnosed with cognitive dementia. I had him retested in 2021. They said he had Alzheimer's. And with Alzheimer's, you see that person fading. One person described it as a beautiful tapestry that's just slowly unraveling. So as this tapestry has started to unravel, I wanted to be proactive, and so I started meeting with home care agencies. And I included Fred when we met with the caregiving. He had two requests. He wants to stay as engaged as possible, and he said, "I don't want a woman to be a caregiver." So as we talked to different home care agencies, it became very discouraging. None of them had male caregivers that would be a companion. They can take him out for coffee or go for a walk, and I know that that's not going to help Fred stay in the game. So then I looked into Silver Keys, and so in January of last year, Fred was able to volunteer, and actually there were two men that stepped up. So far, everybody has been so affirming and so positive and so compassionate and patient. And Fred's been volunteering here for a year. And from week to week, he doesn't remember that he volunteered at the pantry. So when he gets here, he's anxious. But as soon as he walks in and his volunteer says, "Hey, Fred, how you doing?" He just loves people, and he lights up. From the door to the car, he may not remember what he did or who he worked with, but he has a sense of purpose. He's happy. He's been engaged with people. He's been able to tell his jokes. He's got a new audience every day, and he's just happy. It's just, he feels he's encouraged people. It's so good for him. You can't put a price tag on what the volunteers do here. So if you're thinking about somewhere that you can serve others, where you can give time or talents, Silver Keys has a wonderful service to the seniors in this community, but we can't guarantee that those services can continue, especially in the economy the way it is. Every person has value. Every person, no matter whether they have a memory or not, whether they're mobile or not, regardless of their situation financially, and Silver Keys sees people, sees where they're at, and is willing to work with them.